What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. We're also going to get in some altcoins as well. Right now we're sitting at $67,000. We're down about 2% on the day. What I want to do here, guys, was take a look at the weekly time frame. I think that's going to give us the most information for Bitcoin as well as these altcoins. So if you get some from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's always appreciated. Let's dig into this. So guys, for last week's candle close, so this was yesterday here, we ended up having a doji candle. So a doji candle right here at our previous all-time high is something that we do want to watch, because this is going to show indecision for us. So with that indecision, we have to be careful here, guys. We have to realize that this does not mean that price is going to have to crash back down, but this just shows that the buyers and the sellers, they're fighting over this area up here. So we're going to have to watch and see how deep the retracement is. That's going to show the health of Bitcoin overall in terms of this retracement that we've been dealing with for a little bit now. So if we pull back and we stay, guys, within, if we pull a fib here from this move, if we stay within the 0.382, which would put you around $60,519, we can hold that and we get a bounce from there. That potentially could show that we could go up and get a higher high, because the retracement wasn't that deep. If we start getting down into the 0.5 or that 0.618, you have a lot farther to go to get that higher high. So that's what you want to watch there, guys, is the depth of this retracement and how healthy it is. Because if we get down into some of these lower levels here, then most likely we could get into an equilibrium, or we could just go up and set a lower high. So we're really going to watch the depth and the health of this correction, which is going to tell you a lot watching those Fibonacci. So right now we're just looking up here. We have a doji candle, so that's just showing indecision. Nothing major here, guys. If you're looking at our moving averages, everything's great, no problem there. Like we've just talked about, I just believe that we're overextended. If we want to break out of this all-time high with true conviction and really move from there, many times you need to cool down a little bit before you do it. On the weekly time frame here, our relative strength is going to be at 83, money flow is going to be at a positive 8.44, and our VWAP is going to be at a negative 1.04. So just watching the retracement, guys, and watching the health of that retracement is the main thing that I want you to pay attention to. Next one we're going to get into is Ethereum. If we take a look at ETH, we're at 3,481. So same concept, guys, from the start of this move. If we throw a fib on here, we'd like to see us stay roughly above 3,354 to show if we're going to go up and potentially go test those higher highs. If not, we're going to be looking down to around $3,100, maybe even that $3,000 level potentially. But I think this is healthy for crypto overall, guys, to get some type of cooling off before you just try to break out from all-time highs. Think about it like someone sprinting. If you're running as fast as you can all the way up into that hurdle, right? You're running as fast as you can. It could be tough to get over that last hurdle, but if you take a break and you cool things down and you find a new base, then potentially you can get over top of it. So we've just been running pretty hard, pretty fast. It's the only thing that I'd say. So really watching those retracement levels, guys. Equilibrium here for smart money concepts is going to put you at about $2,900. Money flow is going to be at a positive 5.44. VWAP is going to be at a negative 3.66. And our relative strength is going to be at 70. So we are cooling down there. We were almost up to around 90, I do believe, guys. Let's see here, about 86. We ended up getting to 86 there for Ethereum. So the next one we're going to get into is Cardano. Cardano has lost a significant level here, guys, on the weekly time frame, so it's going to have to get up above it this week. And this can be our 200-week simple moving average. That's going to be in white, and that's going to be at 70 cents. It's 0.707 cents. So we need to close a weekly candle up above that. We still are in a weekly uptrend. So guys, if we're taking a look here from our low, we have our high, higher low. We did get a higher high. Now we have to get a higher low. So I would like to see us stay realistically above 63 cents is going to be an area for us. If we're not able to hold that, I'm going to look back to our 20-week simple moving average, and that's going to put you at about 55 cents there. Money flow is going to be at a negative 4.24. VWAP is going to be at a negative 3.01. Relative strength is going to be at 63.87. Our relative strength at one point here, guys, we were up to around 82. So we have cooled down if the bulls do want to continue to set this higher low and then try to move a little bit higher there. But those are the resistance levels we have to get up through. You can see these wicks, some selling here. We had wicks back here. So this 200-week simple moving average is a big area for us that you want to keep an eye on. Next one's going to be AVAX. Everything's still looking great for AVAX here, guys. We had our low, high, higher low. We have gotten our higher high now with a weekly candle close. It came on a lot of volume there. So if this one wants to keep going, it definitely can keep going. Equilibrium price is going to put you up around $80. We're going to look at our next overhead resistance. It's probably going to be up to around $70, that big psychological round number. But it's nice to see the volume profile that we do have on AVAX here. This is heavier volume. Our retracement was on lighter volume. And now we've tried to go breaking out here on heavier volume. Money flow is going to still be at a negative 6.62 overall. Our VWAP is going to be at a positive 12.45, and our relative strength is going to be at 78. So just looking at it, guys, up above our 20 and our 50 simple moving average on the weekly time frame there. So no troubles, just continuing a weekly uptrend there, looking good. Next one we're going to get into, let's see. Guys, want to get into Link. Okay, so for Link, here, guys, we did have some failure up here, and this was going to put us around $23, $24, right up in that range. Here you can see this big sell order block that's been sticking around up here between $24 and $28. So I'd say that's the main overhead resistance if we do start trying to go up and can get back up over top of about $22. If not, and we do end up going lower, I want to see us hold our 200-week simple moving average, which is going to put you at about $14.57. So that's going to be the area that we want to watch. We do not want to drop back below that and then have that act as overhead resistance as we're trying to continuously get up over top of it. For Link here, though, guys, we've talked about how we believe this was the accumulation stage. You can see the change of structure when we broke out. It did come on heavier volume. We had lighter selling here, and then when we tried to go back up, it was not on that heavier volume, and that's why we've been rolling over a little bit. So we're really watch those volume profiles, especially on the weekly time frame. We need to see that volume pick back up to try to test some of these higher levels. Relative strength is going to be at 58 right now. Money flow is going to be at a positive 1.18, and our VWAP is going to be at a negative 8.20 right now. Next one's going to be Litecoin. If you're here for Litecoin, let me know down low. So, guys, for Litecoin, yet again, it's this 200-week simple moving average. We just cannot seem to get over top of it and hold it. We were talking about this in the last video here. We ended up getting up to it about 105. We have failed, and now we're retracing, and we're back to around $83 or so. So the next main area we need to hold is this green order block here, and this is going to put you at about $73 is the main area that we need to hold. But a lot of work to do to still get up over top of this 200-week simple moving average for Litecoin. Money flow is going to be at a negative 6.38. VWAP is going to be at a positive 3.26, and our relative strength is going to be at 56. So that's going to be Litecoin. Next one we want to get into here, guys, is Solana. So Sol, just beautiful here. Overall weekly uptrend. Everything's going well up above our 20 and our 50 simple moving average. We are testing this area up here now, guys, and it's going to be at about 205 is our overhead resistance area. We're going to have to see if we do get some type of retracement. Yet again, the depth, looking at the depth of that retracement. So if we throw a fib on here from this move, we would realistically want to see us hold about $160 if we do start to retrace. And then, guys, more likely to get into an equilibrium, we'd be down to around that 130 to 145 on that retracement. But so far, everything's looking good for Solana. If we take a look at our money flow, we're going to be at a positive 6.41. VWAP is going to be at a positive 8.39, and our relative strength is going to be up around 85 for Sol right now. Next one, we're going to do Uniswap. So for Uni here, guys, it was kind of looking similar to what Link did. Had this accumulation area. We broke our structure there. You can see the only thing for me, it didn't come on that big heavy volume, and that's why I think we have given a lot of this back. So we always want to watch that volume profile there. But if we are able to get a back test of this area, we would want to hold about $10.60 is what we'd be looking at. Overhead resistance, what we need to get up over top of, guys, would be back around that $17.11 is going to be the main area for us. Money flow is going to be at a negative 4.88. VWAP is going to be at a negative 5.22, and a relative strength is going to be at 67. If we get into XRP, XRP just really fighting right around this 200-week simple moving average as well, guys. And that's going to be in white. So this main area we need to hold is going to be about 57 cents. Overhead resistance that we have failed at multiple times here is going to be at 75 cents. So that's a big area for us. And then another support area, if we do not hold this 200-week simple moving average, then we'd look down to around 48 cents. But right now, just really tight. We're just chopping in an equilibrium here, waiting for the break. Money flow is going to be a negative 8.25. VWAP is going to be at a positive 7.52. And our relative strength is going to be at 54. So guys, that's what I want to put out there. Just watch these areas. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, my friends.